Right now, artificial intelligence feels like pure magic. You log in, type a single sentence into ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini, and boom, it writes a binding legal contract, fixes a broken software script, or composes a university-level essay in less than 3 seconds. It feels flawless. It feels like the future is already completely figured out. But here is the multi-billion-dollar dirty secret that tech giants like OpenAI, Google, and Meta don't want you to think about too deeply. Artificial intelligence is actually incredibly stupid on its own. Left to its own devices, a raw, untrained large language model doesn't understand truth. It suffers from massive hallucinations, it tells blatant lies with absolute confidence, and it loops in repetitive circles. So, how does it become smart? How does it transform from a chaotic text generator into a tool that can pass the bar exam? It learns from you. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on one of the single biggest, most legitimate work-from-home side hustles available right now in 2026, getting paid real, reliable money to train artificial intelligence models. This isn't your typical, low-paying online survey scam where you make $2 after staring at a screen for 4 hours. We are talking about highly critical, contract-based remote work for massive AI laboratories where you can easily earn anywhere from $20 to $40 an hour. And if you happen to have a specialized skill set like programming, mathematics, finance, or legal training, that pay ceiling routinely skyrockets past $60 an hour. In this video, I am giving you the ultimate, no-nonsense blueprint. We are covering the top platforms hiring global contributors right now, a live walkthrough of what the actual tasks look like, and the exact strategic secrets you need to pass the entry test so you don't get instantly rejected by automated filters. If you want a real remote income stream, grab a notebook. Let's get straight into it. Before we look at the specific websites and application links, we need to demystify what the day-to-day work actually looks like. Let's get one major misconception out of the way immediately. You do not need a degree in computer science, you do not need to know how to build a neural network, and you don't need to write complex machine learning algorithms. Your job isn't to build the AI, your job is to grade its homework. The absolute core of this entire industry relies on a technical process called RLHF, which stands for Reinforcement Learning from Human Feedback. When you log into an AI training dashboard, a typical task will present you with a specific user prompt at the top of your screen. Directly underneath that prompt, you will see 2 separate responses generated by 2 different internal versions of the AI model, usually labeled simply as Response A and Response B. Your entire job is to act as an objective human judge. You will read both responses side by side with an incredibly high level of attention to detail. You will evaluate them based on factual accuracy, clarity, structure, formatting, and safety. Once you determine which response is superior, you click a button to select it. But here is where the actual work happens. You must write a concise, logical justification in a text box below, explaining exactly why you chose one over the other using objective metrics. Let's look at a concrete example of how this plays out in a real project. Imagine a prompt that reads, "Explain cryptocurrency to a 10-year-old child." Response A provides an incredibly detailed, highly technical paragraph that uses complex financial terms like decentralized ledgers, cryptographic hashing protocols, and proof-of-work consensus mechanisms. Response B provides a short, engaging story that uses a brilliant, simple analogy about arcade tokens, digital high scores, and a shared notebook that everyone in the arcade keeps track of. Even though Response A is technically accurate, it has fundamentally failed the core intent and constraints of the prompt because a 10-year-old child would find it completely incomprehensible. Response B is the clear winner because it adapted perfectly to the target audience. As an AI trainer, your task is to select Response B, highlight the exact sentences where Response A became too complex, and type out your logical reasoning. You are essentially getting paid to have intelligent conversations with computers and show them exactly where they tripped up. It requires critical thinking, sharp reading comprehension, and clear, structured communication. If you can do that, you can do this job easily. Now that you know what the work looks like, let's talk about where the money is. The internet is flooded with sketchy, unverified microtask websites that promise the world and pay pennies. We are ignoring all of those completely. Instead, we are focusing strictly on the top heavily funded, fully verified platforms that are actively deploying capital and hiring global remote contractors right now. Platform number 1 is DataAnnotation.tech. This is widely considered the absolute gold standard in the remote AI training space, and for good reason. They have built an incredibly reliable infrastructure with a massive, consistent volume of tasks and a streamlined payout system that sends funds directly to your verified Stripe account every single week. For generalist projects, which primarily involve creative writing, fact-checking, and chatbot evaluation, the starting pay rates begin at a rock-solid $20 per hour. However, if you possess programming skills and can pass their specialized coding qualification, that base rate immediately jumps to $40 an hour or more. The biggest selling point of data annotation is its absolute, unparalleled flexibility. There are no minimum hourly requirements, no supervisors monitoring your screen, and no fixed shifts. You can log in at 2 o'clock in the morning in your pajamas, complete 2 hours of high-quality work, log off, and get paid for exactly what you contributed. The main hurdle here is their entry test. It is highly rigorous, and they filter out the vast majority of applicants to maintain a premium workforce. Let's address the absolute brick wall that stops most people from ever earning their first dollar on these sites, the qualification assessment. Here is the brutal truth of this industry: over 80% of people who apply to these platforms fail the initial screening and get hit with an automated rejection email. Why? Because they treat the test like a casual internet survey where they can just skim the text, click random buttons, and rush to the end. These platforms use advanced quality control metrics to spot lazy behavior instantly. If you want to join the 20% who pass and get access to the high-paying projects, you must follow 3 golden rules. Rule number 1 is the open book method. Before you begin any qualification test, the platform will provide a link to a project guideline document. This document can easily be 20, 30, or even 50 pages long. The average applicant schemes it for 2 minutes and hits start. That is an immediate recipe for failure. These documents contain highly specific, rigid definitions of how the platform measures truth, helpfulness, and style. Open that guideline document in a completely separate browser tab or on a second monitor. Keep it open during the entire duration of your test. Treat the assessment like an open book final exam. Never guess an answer. Every single time you rate a piece of text, cross-reference your choice directly with the rules and the guidelines. Rule number 2 is instruction following over cosmetic beauty. This is the single biggest trap that catches smart writers. Let's say a test prompt states, write a short paragraph about architecture, do not use the letter E anywhere in your response, and include exactly 2 historical dates. Response A writes a stunning, poetic, historically magnificent paragraph, but uses the word the which contains an E. Your response B writes a slightly awkward, simplistic paragraph, but perfectly avoids the letter E and hits the 2 dates exactly. The untrained beginner will choose response A because it reads better. But in the world of AI data training, response A is a catastrophic failure because it violated a hard negative constraint. Response B followed the instructions perfectly. Instruction following always beats cosmetic appeal. Rule number 3 is to write analytical, objective justifications. When the platform asks you to explain your choice in the comments, never write subjective sentences like, "I liked response B because it felt smoother." That will get your account flagged for low effort. Instead, write like a data analyst. Use objective language. Response B is entirely superior because it successfully adhered to all negative constraints outlined in the prompt. Conversely, response A failed the primary negative constraint by utilizing the letter E in the second sentence. Be precise, formal, and clear. We have covered the platforms and the strategies, so let's wrap up with a completely transparent, grounded reality check so you can actually turn this into a stable, long-term income stream. First, never put all of your eggs into one single basket. Because you are operating as an independent contractor, projects can pause for calibration at a moment's notice. If you only have an account on one site, your income can drop to 0 instantly. The pros use a multi-platform strategy. Get approved on Data Annotation, Outlier, and Outlier simultaneously. If one dashboard slows down, you simply log into the next one. Treat it like a dynamic portfolio of remote income streams. Second, remember your administrative responsibilities. These platforms pay out gross earnings, meaning they do not deduct income taxes. Make it a hard rule to set aside 25 to 30% of every single payout into a dedicated savings account. Do not touch it, so you don't face a painful, stressful surprise when tax season arrives. Artificial intelligence is scaling at an astronomical pace, but the absolute anchor of the entire industry is human intelligence. Models cannot evolve without clean human data. If you are ready to get started, do not try to rush through 3 applications tonight. Pick just one platform from the official, verified links listed in the description box below. Block out 2 hours of completely quiet, uninterrupted time, open up the project guidelines, and take that entry assessment with absolute focus. If this video gave you real value, smash that like button, drop a comment letting me know which platform you're applying to first, and subscribe for more real, no-nonsense remote work guides. Thank you so much for watching, keep building, keep learning, and I will see you in the very next video. If you like the video, please subscribe.